Hey guys, what's up? It's Melonbun.nails, and today I'm going to show you how I made these nail sets inspired by these super cute sanrio characters in puffer coats. Let's go! For these sets, I designed and made 5 in total, 1 for each character. I wanted the designs to highlight the super cute metallic puffer coats and give a winter vibe. I also wanted to incorporate lots of fun 3D sculpted charms and elements and customize each design to match their character. In this tutorial, I'll showcase the making of the kuromi set, but all 5 sets were made with the same steps and techniques. And all products featured will be linked in the description below. I'm using short round nail tips from Nekuri Nails. These are actually her extra small size, but I use them as short rounds for my sets. Make sure to check her out and give her a follow. After prepping the nails, I'm going to put the index and ring fingers off to the side for now, and start with the pinky, middle, and thumbnails first. The base of these nails is this incredible pearl/cateye gel from Show Me Korea's Deja Vu series, and you can even do a beautiful threaded design with it too. The pearl combined with the cateye glitter creates the perfect snowy vibes for these sets. Using the purple DV03 color, I'm laying down a first coat on the nails and I'll cure that for 60 seconds. Then I'm painting a second coat, but before curing, I'm taking this dotting tool to swirl the gel around and create the threaded pattern. Right after that, I'm taking the square end of a cateye magnet to wake up the magnetic glitter and push it all towards the middle on each side. This is what creates that gorgeous all-over glitter shift effect. After the shift looks just right, I cure again for 60 seconds and repeat for the rest of the nails. Next, we're putting the thumbs to the side for now to focus on the nails with the airbrush and ombre effects. Even though I said airbrush, you actually don't need one at all with this Bliz A-Fing and A-Pong sponge picker set. These sponges are the best for creating airbrush and ombre effects, and it's so easy, clean, and fun to do with this little claw picker. Starting with the aura effects on the middle fingers first, I take a bit of purple gel on a dotting tool to make a little dot in the center of the sponge. This will be the center of the effect, and then I lightly tap to spread it out. This technique will help to ensure that the outer aura will be the lightest and the middle the darkest. For the pinkies with just ombre, I'm using a slightly similar technique. Starting from the tip of the nail, I tap upwards to spread the color out, but focus the heaviest at the tip to be the darkest. Now I cure for 30 seconds and then repeat the same steps for a second and third coat to make the colors more vivid. For the auras, again, make sure to focus most of the color in the center, and for the ombre, most of the color at the tip where the ombre starts. After I'm all done with this, it's time for snowflakes. Using my favorite white gel, Vanta White from Divock, and the Diami No. 12 short liner brush, I'm painting some cute little snowflakes. For these snowflakes, I'm starting with a straight line and then 2 lines forming an X going through it to make a 6-pointed star. Then I add 2 little lines coming off the tip of each point, and voila, a little snowflake. Snowflakes can really look daunting to paint, but breaking it up into simple shapes and steps like this makes it a lot easier to visualize and paint. After painting all the snowflakes, I'm using one of my new favorites to stick the gems on. The Jinbei Crazy Top Gel is great for keeping embellishments secure. I used the thick viscosity, and I added on the nail like glue and placed the gems on top. Then I just cure for 60 seconds and boom, they're secured. I'll also link some similar gems you can get in the description below. Now that our winter vibe nails are ready, it's time to start on the puffer coat nails. I'm getting out my favorite black gel, Vanta Black from Divock, and I'm painting a base layer on the nails and curing for 60 seconds. The black base will help the chrome be really vivid on top. For the chromes, I'm using iGel Beauty's chrome base and their super innovative chrome pens that perfectly match the metallic color of all of the sanrio coats. Purple for kuromi, fuchsia for my melody, light copper for pom-pom, and grass green for keroppi. First, I'm painting a layer of the chrome base and curing for just 30 seconds. This will be with the chrome sticks too. Then I'm applying the MC7 Mirror Purple color all over the nails. Just look at how easy that application is, and it perfectly matches Kuromi's coat too. After wiping off the excess, we're ready for some 3-day sculpting. I'm using this Vala Toy Gel, which is a clear, malleable gel perfect for sculpting to any shape. Just look at how fun this consistency is. I'm taking a small glob and putting it directly on top of the nail, then using my finger, spreading it out to cover the entire nail but still keeping it thick enough to be a puffer coat. You can always add more toy gel if the layer is too thin. Next, I'm taking this sculpting tool to etch in the seam lines like a real puffer coat. And with the silicone tip on the other end, I'm using it to soften the edges. If you don't have a sculpting tool, no worries, you can also use a cuticle stick to make these effects. After sculpting, I'm going to cure for 60 to 120 seconds until the gel is hardened, and repeat for all the other nails. Once everything is all cured, I'm going back in with the iGel Beauty Chrome base, curing for 30 seconds and applying another layer of chrome. Also, when applying the chrome base, I'm making sure not to get too much inside the seam lines so that they don't get filled in. Lastly, adding the final touches to these beautiful puffer coat nails, the pearl and gem embellishments. I'll also link some similar pearls in the description down below. Look at our cute little kuromi nails, all ready for the next phase of 3D sculpting. And following the same process, we also have the My Melody nails, keroppi nails, pompompurin, and our girl Hello Kitty. Now let's get into sculpting the jacket patches for the middle nails. Using Jinbei X Yoram IV 3D Multi-Kit clays. Each one comes with 4 colors and the texture and consistency is similar to modeling clay, which makes it perfect for sculpting charms. For Kuromi's patch charms, I'm taking the black color, forming a little ball and flattening it on the nail with a mix of my finger and the sculpting tool. Once I get the right circular shape, I cure it for 60 seconds to harden. Back in the Divock Vanta White and Black gels, I'm using a dotting tool and my Diami brush to paint the cute little skulls. After curing for 60 seconds and top coating, they're done! And also with the same process, we have the patches for Hello Kitty, My Melody, pompompurin, and keroppi. Next, let's finish the 3D present ribbon effect for the thumb. For this, I forgot to record the beginning of painting Kuromi's ribbon, so here's a bit of keroppi's instead. I'm actually using a technique I learned from Minute Nails' holiday nail tutorial for this. Check out her video and make sure to give her a follow as well. And we're back to Kuromi's nail now. After painting the ribbon and bow with a liner brush, I cure it for 30 seconds. Then I take a darker shade of pink to paint shadows on the bow and cure that for 30 seconds. For the 3D, I'm using Vala Chew It 3D Deco Gels. They come in an easy to squeeze tube and have cute little confettis mixed in too. All I gotta do is squeeze out some of the gel right on top of the ribbon I painted and cure it for 30 seconds. Then I go back and overlay more of the gel on top of the bow and cure that for 60 seconds. As a final touch-up before top coating, I go back and re-emphasize the bow shadow with the same darker shade of pink to make it look more realistic. And now all our cute little present nails are done. Finally, time for my favorite part, the character charm sculpting. I'm starting with the white clay for her face and curing for 30 seconds. Then I'm taking black and rolling it into a longer strand. I then wrap this around the white part to form the hood part of her head. Of course, we absolutely can't forget to include her cute little widow's peak at the top of her hood too. And just like before, I'm using the combo of my sculpting tool and finger to flatten the clay out and mold the shapes. With more black clay, I roll a little ball for her ears, or maybe they're actually horns, or maybe they're both. But anyways, regardless of what they are, we're using the same sculpting techniques to shape them out. Once all looks good with Kuromi's head, I cure for 60 seconds. Then I use purple color clay to make the coat with a similar technique from the puffer coat nails. We're using the sculpting tool to etch in the seams again. And don't forget about the cute little sleeves. Once the jacket looks good, we're curing for 60 seconds. Then we're painting more iGel Beauty Chrome base on the tiny little coat and using a thin liner brush to clean up any gel that got into the seams. After curing for 30 seconds, we apply purple chrome again and brush away the excess. I'm grabbing more white here to sculpt her tiny little hands, and then more black to make her shoes. Then I'm taking a light pink color here to sculpt her beanie, and rolling another small strand of that for the beanie's rim. And the final piece to sculpt, a little purple pom-pom on top. Then we cure for 60 seconds and move on to painting. On to painting her little features using more Devog Vanta Black and my Diami short liner to paint her eyes and jacket patch. Using a pink color to paint the tiny skull on her head and Vanta White for the tiniest skull in the world on her patch. definitely can't forget her mischievous smile under that warm coat and tiny eyes on the skulls. After curing and top coat, our baby girl Kuromi is alive! And so are the rest of the puffer coat gang. Don't they look just so warm and ready for winter? And here's the final full finished sets. Which one is your favorite? I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, all of the products I used are linked in the description below. But if you have any other questions on the products I used, or if you have any questions on the techniques I used in this video, let me know in the comments. I hope that this tutorial inspires you to make your own sanrio puffer coat nails, or inspires you to make any other kind of nails that can use these techniques. And I would love to see it, so feel free to send me or tag me in any nail sets or nail art that you make inspired by this tutorial. Before I sign off, here's the link to all my social medias where you can see more of my work and what I'm up to day to day. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and turn on notifications for my next video. But until then, thank you again so much for tuning in and watching this. I had a lot of fun making it, and I'll definitely be making more tutorials like this in the future. See you next time. Bye!